You're Brian.
I am.
I'm Laura. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well.
First question is, what are you passionate about?
Acting. That's the one thing that and I know that's like the guaranteed answer, but that's just that's the hunger that I have. That's what drives me, what like really just gets me going more than anything else.
And what experience or events have influenced you to feel so strongly about it?
Taking the acting classes in college, just further exploring, that craft, it just totally, that's what really awoke that hunger.
Have you had to overcome any obstacles to pursue your passion?
Oh yeah, definitely. Seeing myself on camera was extremely hard at first. It's hard to kind of like see yourself and spar with your ego and have to, realize that that's something you got to get used to. And that was one of them. Hearing, my voice, I'm not very passionate about my voice, so it's like hard to kind of like listen to it sometimes. But it's definitely something that you get used to.
Okay. In this show, Quantico, the characters are very complex, and there's also a lot of physical, rigorous training because you're portraying FBI in-training agents.
Definitely.
So, what are some of your special skills in terms of physical, like have you had experience with wrestling or martial arts or anything? Because I don't have the wrestling.
Yeah.
What's your experience in terms of physical sports activities?
So when I was younger, I was in jiu-jitsu and Muay Thai, so MMA, mixed martial arts. And then in high school, I was in wrestling and lacrosse. And I've, since freshman year, I've, been weightlifting. So I've been in the gym for about 4 or 5 years now.
And you don't have any issues with nudity or anything like that?
No, of course not.
Okay, because we have the for the ratings we do have the shower scenes. When the guys are showering after training. So just thought I'd throw that out there. What in terms of being a collaborative artist, what do you think your 3 attributes or strengths are that you bring to the table?
That I bring to the table 3 attributes and strengths. I would say definitely my passion. That's what is backing this whole adventure on acting, and reliability and communication skills. I definitely think that I'm a pretty good listener, so it's it's easier for me to pick up on things like from Meisner. When we do our techniques, it's definitely easy for me to pick up on their changes in their attitude or voice.
So, like with your partner.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
What is an approach to characterization? What do you do? Like, let's say this new character. This new character was born in Philadelphia, in a rural area. So, how would you approach researching the character and creating this character for the show?
I would definitely the education of those rural areas, and like you said, Philadelphia, the education and what they might have received, and just the culture of that that area, and even going so far as to justify any wrongings growing up, like any wrongdoings growing up, because that's one thing that I feel like a lot of actors kind of ruin their character by like judging their character instead of being able to fully accept like their character.
Oh, so like accepting their character flaws and attributes all together.
Exactly.
Yeah. Laura, do you have any other questions?
What are you most proud of?
I would say my communication skills. I'm not really afraid to talk to people. What I'm more afraid of is whether they're going to accept me, but I just, I like talking to people. So my communication skills, I definitely think that's what I'm most proud of.
So for communication skills, you've like improved, you would say, over time?
I would say so.
How have you achieved your improvement?
Just actually working in customer service. So when I was younger, I worked at Cold Stone, and then from Cold Stone I went to Starbucks. So just constantly working with different people and different attitudes.
Have you ever been acknowledged for it?
I have. When I was at Starbucks, they wanted to promote me because they said that I was doing really well in my leadership, and that's an acknowledgement, I suppose.
In any of the film projects that you worked on, were there any obstacles that you overcame, and what did you do to overcome the obstacle?
I really didn't have any obstacles with. Actually, I guess I did. One was I had to portray Patrick Bateman, and he's a very dark character, and I'm not really that dark. So it was really weird. It's gonna sound totally weird, but I went home and I grabbed all of the knives that I had. I had an axe, and I laid it all out on this big tarp, and was just looking at them and admiring the saws and what I could do with all of these different objects. And it really like got into the mood, and that problem went away like really quickly.
Okay.
Would you consider yourself a method actor, or?
I wouldn't say method actor, but yeah, I wouldn't say method actor. I like being able to go into the character and then being able to come out of it.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
It's kind of hard to say, but I really do want to see myself either succeeding in film or television, but mostly film.
Any other questions, Laura? So this recurring character is it's going to be a 6-month commitment.
Okay.
We film in Toronto, so you'd have to be willing to relocate.
Mhm.
Is that a problem for you?
Not at all.
Okay. All right. I guess that's it. Thank you very much.
Thank you.